everyone, welcome back to our second practice video. So this one comes with the cellular respiration and fermentation video, and it features questions from old USABO tests. So this one's going to be a short one since there aren't that many questions on USABO that are purely about cellular respiration. A lot of them pull in different other concepts, and I'll show those questions when I do videos on those concepts. But for now, these ones are just purely on cellular respiration. The lesson I just posted should tell you everything you need to know to solve these. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video to do this question. Alright, so it says select the answer choice that correctly describes which chemical species are oxidized, reduced, and phosphorylated in the process of oxidative phosphorylation. So in terms of oxidizing, we know that the big compounds that are oxidized are NADH and FADH2. Oxidizing something means taking away its electrons, and that's exactly what we're doing in the electron transport chain with complex 1 and complex 2, taking the electrons from NADH and FADH2 and then sending them down to the electron transport chain. So it's going to be B or C. Now we look at what is reduced. So if you look at the answer choices, the answer here is going to be O2. Because O2 is what is receiving the electrons at the end of the electron transport chain, and by definition, if you reduce something, that means you give it electrons. So we're reducing O2. So that's what happens during oxidative phosphorylation. And if we look at the last column, it confirms that our answer is B, because ADP is what is being phosphorylated. ATP is the phosphorylated form of ADP. So yeah, B. Alright, take a second to look at this. This is technically 4 problems from the same test, so yeah. Alright, so we're going to see whether each of these are true or false. So let's look at number 7. It says ubiquinone proteins have a heme group to facilitate electron transport. So if you remember, ubiquinone is Q. It's the one that's inside of the membrane. The description here matches cytochrome C, which is the other electron carrier, except for it's outside of the membrane. So yeah. What number 7 here is describing is cytochrome C and not ubiquinone. So this is false. FADH2 adds its electrons to complex 3, while NADH adds its electrons in complex 1. So this is incorrect again. FADH2 adds its electrons to complex 2, and NADH adds its electrons to complex 1. So it's right on the last part, but FADH2 is complex 2, which is succinate dehydrogenase. So this is incorrect. Number 9, cytochrome A is more electronegative than cytochrome B. So if you go back to the picture of the electron transport chain that was in the cellular respiration and fermentation lesson, you'll see that the order of the cytochromes as you go along the electron transport chain is going to be B, C, and A. And the complexes and enzymes and stuff in the electron transport chain, they get progressively more electronegative to be able to take the electron from the previous element of the electron transport chain. So A is going to be the most electronegative, C is the next most, and then B. So that tells us that both 9 and 10 are correct, since A and C come after B. Alright, that's it for the questions. I hope these were helpful. If they were, please leave a like or a comment and subscribe for more content. See you next time.